Hey friends, hope your day is off to a good start. Mine is, kind of. Even though I've been called a whiner. Stop whining, it's over soon. Oh, and can I not forget the fact that we've only been going to freedom rallies because we're really sad that we can't go to restaurants and eat. That's why we're overgrown children that are having tantrums because we're not allowed to go to our local Eastside Mario's or our local Boston Pizza and have snacks. You think that's really my problem? Nope, not at all. It's the fact that I know that they're implementing this whole big digital shit, that's going to be on your phone with your little QR code. QR codes. Everybody loves codes because it's like an app. It's so fun. Anyway, whatever. No. You're not going to like this. You're not going to like what they're bringing in. And I can guarantee you that. A social credit score. Do you like your home? Do you? Did you work hard for your home? Did you? Did you work hard for your vehicle? Because I know I sure worked hard for my vehicle. I don't own a home because I never got to get up to that part of the ladder yet because the car was my first step. And then whoosh, that just got pulled out from underneath of me. Pretty much. It's not yet because I'm still holding on because I'm strong like that. But honestly, if you think that we were at these freedom rallies because we're a bunch of overgrown children that just are upset because we can't go to the local restaurant and have fun with our friends, you're very fucking wrong. Very wrong. You see, if you look, China is already using this social credit score. And Trudeau loves the way that China is running. You just put two and two together, they kind of go hand in hand. It just makes sense. So, anyhow, a social credit score, well, that's going to have everything. That's going to even have things from your past. So, were you good all your life? Were you good? Do you have a criminal record? Because that's going to be on there. Did you ever do anything that you shouldn't have done? Because that'll be on there. If you jaywalk, you're probably going to lose points too. You see, they've been working on all of this the whole time that the COVID started, okay? I say COVID because I know that there's a sickness, I know, but I'm just curious if it might have to do with the flu and the cold going missing. And then all of a sudden we just have this one illness that we're getting these testing kits done, and it's not really even telling you that what you have. It's just saying you're positive. Oh, I'm positive. I got COVID. You know what I mean? It's so fucking dumb. Like, okay, so right now, Emily has COVID. She's okay. I'm just letting you know. She's really okay. She just asked for pudding, so. Anyway. I don't understand why people don't see the whole logic behind everything. I don't know why you guys aren't seeing the bigger picture. I don't get it. Okay, so the food has gone up. The gas has gone up. The property taxes are gone up. The houses are gone up. The transportation is probably gone up. Like the bus fees or whatever. I don't really know. But they're putting everything up. And they're going to keep putting it up and keep putting it up until we can't take it anymore. That's what's going to happen. And then they want us to beg them for mercy. Oh, help me, government, help me. Like, govern me harder, daddy, is basically like what the fuck is going on here. And really, if you can just pull yourself out of your ego and get into your soul, you might realize that there's something going on here that should not be. So they took off the mask mandates, but then they're forcing our kids to stay in them. They did take out the digital, or I want to call it a Mac pass. They took out the pass, but when you get your little QR code, that's going to be on there. Whether you have that little jabby jab or not, it's going to be on there. And if you don't have it, then, well, That's probably 30 points off your social credit score. Maybe 50 points. Who knows? I don't know how the points are going to work. But you're not going to be able to get what they want to give you. If you're not at a perfect score, it's just like a credit score, right? If you don't have perfect credit, you're not getting that fancy motorhome that you wanted, because that isn't even on good credit. That is on pristine credit if you get that. And I know that because I was with somebody who was trying to get one, and that's a luxury. So you have to have like the most amazing credit score happening, like flawless, right? So anyway, so you get that. That's basically what our lives are going to be. Do you want your children being brought up on like a social credit score? If you're not behaving properly, you lose points. You're not allowed to go to the birthday party if you're not at a perfect 30 score. I'm just saying 30 because I don't know what the score rates are going to be. But you see, while they're distracting us with all this war stuff in Ukraine, that's been going on for a long time, they're doing things behind our backs because they're keeping you, oh, look what's happening. What's going on in the world? Meanwhile, they're tinker, tinker, tinker over here in the backgrounds while you're not seeing anything because you're too illuminated and like engulfed in other world news. I really think Canada should be your top priority, but that's just me thinking Canadian-like because I love Canada and I love my fellow Canadians. So, anyway, I'm not a whiner. And I'm not caring about if I can go to the restaurant or not, because my favorite restaurant's my kitchen, even though I don't like to cook. That's my favorite restaurant. Like I said. Well, I don't know. I wish I had more words for this. I wish I had more ways to say this. But if you really think that this is almost over so you can quit your whining, it's only just beginning. It's only just beginning. And you will see that sooner or later. Hopefully sooner, so maybe you might grow a set and stand up and do something about it instead of being a little keyboard warrior and just whatever you're saying and like trying to belittle a woman who's been trying very hard to make a difference in the world. Don't worry, I won't worry about your family, but I will worry about all the families around because I know what's going on. And my family is extremely important to me. So I'm not a whiner. If I was a whiner, I probably wouldn't have done half the shit that I did in my life. And I wouldn't have done it standing as tall as I did on my own like I did. So, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you might want to see what's going on around you. You might want to look into it. Like I have suggested checking out these things like the WEF. Did you check that out yet? Agenda 2030. It's very easy to Google and find. You can find it right on the government forum. It's there, and there's no hiding it. They just don't put it out in the media, so you're not seeing it. That's all. You just don't see it because you won't look for it. You're too preoccupied with your cards and your this and your that, right? Like maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm sounding like a bit of an asshole. I don't know. But I know that this stuff is worth standing up for. And I know that I won't back down. And I also know that even if you think I'm a whiner, or if you think that I'm some overgrown child that's having a tantrum, that's just what you think. That doesn't matter to me, and that's not going to stop me from shining, and that's not going to stop me from standing on the rooftop and screaming like I have been for the last 2 years. A year and a half, 2 years. It's not going to stop that. You should really look into this stuff. You really should. They mean business. And it ain't business that we're going to like. It ain't business that we're going to like at all. Like, seriously, if I could get my kids to go to Mexico, like I said, I would be gone. But I can't. So, I'll just hang out here and keep whining, I guess. Because Because I think you're going to be doing the whining when you don't own your house anymore. What about your business? What about your businesses that you own? Because you're probably going to lose that too. Because it's going to be so hard to afford anything. We're not going to be able to. And then that's when they're going to try to implement this whole universal remote income so that we're all the same. They're going to take from you and take from you and take from you until they have nothing left to take. Watch and see. Or else stand up and do something about it. The choice is yours. The ball is in your court. But I don't think you should be belittling people when you don't even know what you're belittling them for. You have no idea. Because you're too consumed in the world around you and not to know what's going on in here. That's the problem. Chill. Mad love for all y'all.